What if a tariff designed to strengthen American manufacturing is helping Europe secure more Canadian aluminum instead? As competition intensifies for one of the most important materials used in pickups, SUVs, and electric vehicles, automakers may be facing a new reality. The battle for aluminum is becoming global. Welcome back to your ultimate pit stop, Piston Pundit. Fresh trade data, expanding Canadian production, rising European demand, and ongoing tariff disputes are reshaping the market in ways few expected. Today, we're counting down 5 major developments that could influence vehicle manufacturing, supply chains, and the cost of your next truck, SUV, or EV. Number 5. Canada fights back. Aluminum supply battle escalates. The aluminum battle is no longer centered solely on Washington. Canada is making major moves of its own. Earlier this month, Ottawa extended key steel and aluminum protection measures through 2027, including tariff rate quotas intended to shield domestic producers from surges of low-priced imports. The decision reflects a broader trend. Governments increasingly view aluminum as a strategic industrial asset rather than a basic commodity. For automakers, that matters because aluminum is everywhere. It is used in suspension systems, transmission cases, wheels, battery enclosures, body structures, and numerous lightweight components that improve efficiency and performance. Whether it's a V8-powered pickup or a battery electric crossover, aluminum helps reduce weight while maintaining strength. Canadian officials also continue seeking relief from U.S. steel, aluminum, and automotive tariffs as trade discussions continue. But protecting supply is only part of the story. The real surprise is where more Canadian aluminum is starting to go. Number 4. Europe moves in. Canadian aluminum demand surges. One of the biggest surprises in recent trade data is how quickly Canadian aluminum has expanded its presence in Europe. Recent reports indicate that exports to European Union countries accounted for roughly 6 to 40% of Canada's monthly aluminum shipments between April 2025 and March 2026. Only a few years ago, those volumes were barely noticeable. Although the United States remains Canada's largest customer, Europe is becoming an increasingly important destination. This does not mean Canada is abandoning the US market. Instead, it means producers now have more flexibility when deciding where to sell their metal. Greater demand from multiple regions increases supplier leverage and intensifies competition among buyers. For Europe, Canadian aluminum offers reliable supply, political stability, and a lower carbon production profile. But Europe's growing appetite isn't being driven primarily by tariffs. A much bigger industrial trend is at work. Number 3. Europe's green push. Why Canada keeps winning. Europe's interest in Canadian aluminum extends well beyond tariffs and trade disputes. The real driver is industrial decarbonization. Much of Canada's aluminum production, particularly in Quebec, is powered by hydroelectricity, giving it one of the lowest carbon footprints among major global suppliers. That advantage is becoming increasingly important as automakers face growing pressure to reduce emissions throughout their supply chains. Today, manufacturers are evaluated not only on vehicle emissions, but also on the environmental impact of producing metals, batteries, electronics, and components. For EV makers especially, lower carbon materials can strengthen both regulatory compliance and brand reputation. Meanwhile, Europe continues investing heavily in electric vehicles, defense manufacturing, rail systems, renewable energy, and advanced industrial projects, all major aluminum consumers. For vehicle enthusiasts, the appeal is obvious: lighter vehicles, better efficiency, improved handling, and greater EV range. And if demand keeps climbing, somebody will have to produce much more aluminum to meet it. Before we reveal the 2 developments that could have the biggest impact on automakers and future vehicle costs, do us a favor and smash that like button and subscribe to Piston Pundit. It helps us bring more in-depth automotive industry analysis, manufacturing updates, and supply chain stories directly to enthusiasts like you. Now let's look at how Canada is preparing for rising global demand. Number 2. Canada expands production. Europe wants more aluminum. One of the biggest aluminum developments is taking place in Quebec. Rio Tinto has begun commissioning its $1.5 billion expansion at the complex Arvida facility, a project expected to add approximately 160,000 metric tons of annual low-carbon aluminum production. Powered largely by hydroelectric energy and advanced AP60 smelting technology, the expansion further strengthens Canada's position in the premium aluminum market. The timing is significant. Analysts warn that Europe could face growing aluminum shortages as demand rises from EVs, aerospace, defense programs, renewable energy projects, and advanced manufacturing. This creates a major opportunity for Canada. Increased production could help suppliers secure more international contracts while supporting existing North American customers. But the most important question isn't how much aluminum Canada can produce. It's what growing competition could mean for the companies that buy it. Number 1. Automakers under pressure, aluminum costs face new risks. Aluminum has become one of the most strategically important materials in modern vehicle engineering. Full-size pickups use it to reduce weight and improve towing efficiency. Performance vehicles benefit from stronger power-to-weight ratios. EVs depend on lightweight structures to help offset heavy battery packs and maximize driving range. From body panels to battery enclosures, aluminum now touches nearly every segment of the automotive industry. The concern isn't that aluminum will disappear. The challenge is that premium low-carbon aluminum is attracting increasing attention from buyers across North America and Europe. Manufacturers that secure long-term supply agreements may gain advantages in cost control, production planning, emissions targets, and future vehicle development. As competition grows, those advantages could become increasingly valuable in a rapidly evolving market. And when all 5 developments are connected, a much bigger picture begins to emerge. Verdict: the bigger picture, a global fight for aluminum. The biggest takeaway is not that Canada is turning away from the United States. North America's aluminum supply chain remains deeply interconnected and will likely stay that way for years. What is changing is Canada's leverage in the global market. Canadian aluminum is reaching Europe in larger volumes. New investments are expanding production capacity. Low-carbon manufacturing goals are boosting demand. At the same time, governments increasingly view aluminum as a strategic resource tied directly to industrial competitiveness. For automakers, this matters far more than many consumers realize. Aluminum influences vehicle weight, efficiency, performance, emissions compliance, manufacturing costs, and ultimately profitability. Whether we're talking about V8-powered pickups, hybrid SUVs, luxury crossovers, or next-generation EVs, access to reliable low-carbon aluminum could become a major competitive advantage. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Do you think Europe will keep increasing its purchases of Canadian aluminum? Should the United States maintain the 50% tariff or remove it? Could growing competition for low-carbon aluminum eventually affect the price of your next truck, SUV, or EV? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We always enjoy hearing from fellow enthusiasts. And if you enjoyed this analysis, be sure to subscribe to Piston Pundit and enable notifications so you never miss upcoming vehicle updates, automotive industry developments, manufacturing trends, and global supply chain stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. You can now check out any of the videos on the screen. There's plenty more to explore.